Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name's Deanna and today we'll be working on week number 29 of my weeks of Christmas. And we're going to be doing another ornament. We're going to be using a metal jar lid, like from your Kerr, your ball jars or off-brand, whatever. This is what they call the regular size jar, so it's the small one. It's not the wide mouth. I've taken it and I put a little bit of my Snow Tex inside of it and let that dry. I've also taken a section of beads from one of these. This one just happens to be from the Home Goods store. It's from their Christmas line a couple of years ago. So I just cut a section of that off and I used my glossy accents to glue that down and let that dry. As those take time, that's why I did those ahead of time. And I started taping, but something malfunctioned, so I had to start again. In the first one, I had taken some acetate, and this has got a plastic coating on it, so that's why it's milky colored. And I took my lid, and I put it on there, and I drew around to create a mark in there, and then I cut it out smaller than the actual mark, so it fit inside. And then I would test fit it, and I kept cutting down the circle until it fit. I then peeled off the two pieces of the coating that cover the outside to protect it. And I put a ring of hot glue in there, and be very careful when you're holding on to the metal rings and laying hot glue in, because that does heat up the metal and it can burn your fingers. So please be very careful. And I laid that in. You do not have to use any Snow Tex or anything on the inside. If it bothers you, you can paint it if you would like and let that dry. I just in case it was visible, I wanted to put something in there, but I think it's not going to be that visible. So let's continue on from there. So my acetate is nice and clear, as you can see, just nice and clear. We're going to, actually this is going to be a shaker type ornament. So I also took just some plain white cardstock, took that same piece of acetate, and I laid it on my paper and drew a circle around it. Ignore this outside line here. That was from the actual ring, and I don't need that. What I then did was I added two lines coming down, and we're going to cut those. And what we're going to do with them is, if you can see on this piece here, is I cut it, and let me see if you can see that. And then I snipped it into little sections. Now, if any of you sew, you know that you snip it in little sections to create so it can fold. And we're going to use this as a little stand to help glue that in place where we need it. I also then I took, and you don't have to do this, you can leave yours white or whatever color you want. I took my Ranger ink, and this one happens to be Peacock Feathers color. And I just brought my, I put some on, and this has probably still got enough on, and I just lightly come in from the outside in a kind of a circular motion and just come down part way to make it look like sky in the background. I took my kind of clear sparkly stickles, and this one does not have a name on it. The label had come off, and I just created some snowflakes on there. And I also put some on the sticker because the sticker is going to be used, so I put some on there. I've let those dry. These are some beads out of some jewelry making supplies I have, and they are just purchased from I think Joann's, and they were just some beads. They're probably about, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of an inch or so, but you can use whatever you want. I thought that would look cool, and I'm going to put some of those in as my shaker parts too. So all right, so the sticker sheets, and you can use any you want. The one I decided to use, I always have a lot of stickers sheets. I find them on sale and stuff, and I'll pick them up just to use for projects. This one happens to be The Story of Christmas by Lori Whitlock, and it is from Echo Park, and it is from 2015, it looks like. So that's where I got these ones from that we're going to be using for this project. That happened to have a little, looks like Rudolph in there. And what I did was I took some of my red stickles and I just did his nose, and I did cut out some of the white along the outside of his edge because I wanted it to not look so stickerish look. And I didn't care about the legs because that's going to be on the white part anyway. And we'll probably add a little stickles on there to let that dry on there. So this sticker was also from that same sheet. And what I did was I marked on here while I was laying it out. I marked with pencil so I knew where I had to glue that back down on, because I wanted them to show, but I didn't want them too low or too high and make it easy for us. So I'm going to cut this out now, and then you'll see what we're doing here. Whoops. Goodness gracious, get my fingers to work properly. I'm just going to cut this out. And this one's going to be the whole backdrop. The last one I did the same. Left it white because I did not need the sky or the blue background on it. Or the teal color, whatever. Aqua, teal. I'm going to cut that. And then I'm just going to, like I said, I'm going to snip just like I do for my snowman hat so you can create a curve. Otherwise, it's going to bunch up and make funny lines. So I'm just going to take that and then just bend it along my circle here. There we go. All right. And we might not need so much on that on the outside. So now this one was the same. Same come out here. Only I went in and I just cut it kind of wavy like that, like snow, like a drift of snow. So I didn't use the whole thing. I just used part of it. So let's go ahead and glue this little snowman one down. I also took, I mean, it was already had the kind of teal background, but I did take my peacock and go along the edge there. So let's go ahead and get some art glitter glue, and we'll glue that in place. Maybe. I'm hoping this won't be too long of a video today. And you can, like I said, you can use any stickers you want. And I'm going to try to layer these up so that it looks decent. And then I'm going to go right back to my marks so I know where to glue it on. That's going to be covered. I'm not worried about the pencil showing. And I do have some of my snowflakes from my underneath there. And now I'm just going to come along the back here and I'm going to cut off that excess because it's not going to fit in there. So let's get rid of that. All right. Now this one, I've taken 2 layers of some foam adhesive, and I just used the edge of it. Where did I put that? Oh, here it is. I just cut it off from the edge here, as I just need a straight line. I put 2 layers up front because I want to block. My things I put in from going down in there. And then I put 2 more on the bottom just so that raises up and it lays level when we put it together. So I'm going to pull those stickers off of there. Let me put this back in here a second. I'm going to place that on this other piece just to get it set in there. All right. And I will probably also add a little bit of glue. Cut a little short here so it has like 2 different ones. There we go. All right, so let's add this in there. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to ask me and I will try to answer it to the best of my ability. If you have questions on what I'm doing. Okay, so now we're going to put this on there. We want to line that up so it's even along the bottom. I want that to be kind of along that edge there. I don't want it to be off a little bit or a lot. There we go. Now it looks like, so you can see the, whoops, there you go. You can see the sticky in there, and that should help keep things from falling down in the back there. All right. Now I'm going to take my reindeer. Now I can't have him too close to the edge, otherwise he's gonna get bumped. So we can kind of see here. I can see my snowman, And I can see him. I might be able to move him over to the right just a little bit. Let's check that out. It's nice to be able to get an idea. I did not pre-make this. Yeah, I think I'm going to move him back just a little bit. Well, he's fitting in there nice and tight. Oh, let's hope I can get him out. There we go. All right. Back here just a little bit. Maybe just like that. Then I can see that. Pretty good. All right. All right, I'm going to glue him down. Now what I did, because he was also a sticker, I took just some of my cornstarch from my kitchen and I just rubbed it on the top part of the sticker so that nothing sticks to that. And I'm just going to put some of this on his feet because I don't want stuff sticking to him. All right, I think like maybe about just like that. I think that looks good. All right, we're going to, as that sits up. All right, now. And you do not have to put any shaker stuff in there if you don't want. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get shaker stuff in there because that's going to go right about to that edge, isn't it? Might have to, let me get some of this roughness off the edge there so I can be able to. So what I'm doing, I'm over my garbage can right now. I'm just pulling some of that Snow Tex off of there. So this is going to lay in where I need it to. There we go. All right. Okay. Because I know that does not go all there. Okay. So let me see here. I'm going to have to trim this down. It's just a little too big. All right. So let me trim this outside one down here. It's just a little too big. All right. Let's see here. Let's trim this down here. Maybe it's that foam there. There we go. Okay. See if it fits in there now. Nope, still a little. Come on. Still a little too big. I'll just work on this. See, when I test fit it inside. So once the outside's just a little bit apparently smaller than the inside there. Along that edge. Let me trim this down too here. Trim my snowbank down. There we go. All right, let's try it now. There we go. That fits a little better. All right, pull you up. Okay. All righty. And we will put another piece along the back here. Why is that still sticking right in here? It's this foam here, I think. Right along the back there. To cover up the back side. Okay. Top right over here. And this is just a little bit at a time, just until we get it exactly the way we want it. And then we can glue it into place. Okay. Yeah. Still there along that top. I'm not have to get that right in here. All right. Okay. All right, so now we got it in there. That looks cute, doesn't it? All right. So now I'm going to put some, how am I going to do that? All right. I am going to put some of my, oh, here's what I can do. I can pull this open like that, dump some of my stuff in, and then push this down. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull this back. And I've got some diamond dust. So I'm going to put some of that in there. Like so. And I'm going to put some more of those beads in that I just showed you. So I'm just going to put some of those in there. Maybe some of these little tinier beads. I'll throw some of those in there. And I wanted a couple of these coppery looking sequins in there. All right. You kind of pick it up, and I'm going to look at it upside down in a second. All right. I think that might work all right, pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay a bead of hot glue right along this whole edge to help seal that in. And like I said, we will be adding another piece on the back to hold this together, trying to get it right along that edge there, pressing it along the edge to seal that. Ouch. And that metal gets very hot. Got a little bit bigger space there. And I don't want to tip it up right now because I don't want all that sequins and stuff to stick in there. So I'm going to let that sit a minute. Let me find my pen here. Okay. And it's not going to have a ton of sequins in it. While that's setting, let's go ahead and cut out another circle here. So this one I'm just going to cut out. And I'm cutting along the big line there. And then once it's dry, we will trim it down. There we go. Might not need to trim it down too much. And I'm just going to flip it inside like this so that that is not showing. All right, let me see here. Oops, got glitter on me, or got glue on me. Oh, we got some back there and some up in the front. Yeah. Kids will like that. Okay, so I also have just a piece of this teal colored shimmery ribbon, and I want to lay that in between these two, glue it in, and then when I glue that on top, then I'll have that sealed in there. And it's probably plenty long here, but it's my last piece, so I don't know what else I would use it for. Here, let me cut it down a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to lay a bead of glue in there to get this set up in there. And that'll be our hanger. I want to make sure I have my top facing up like so. All right, grab my pencil here and bring this down into that. All right. I'm going to double check it. Yep, that looks pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. All right. So now I think this, put along there like that. Oops, get those. I'm going to trim some of these little edges off here because they're sticking up. I don't want it to stick up. Okay. I'm going to need a little bit of hot glue in there, but I'll get some of that in when I glue this other piece down. I also have got glue strings all over the place. Sorry about that. Whoops, sorry. I also have some brown and teal ribbon, and that is from Create and Craft. So we're going to glue that along there. I don't think I can tip it. Can I tip it? Do I want that like that? There we go. I think like that. All right. So I'm going to start this at the bottom. Started at the bottom here. Okay. And I want that facing up like so. See? Let's see if I can get it around here. There we go. Just like so. And I already heated the edges to seal them with my lighter. All right, so let's go ahead and a little band of hot glue going here. If the hot glue is not working for you because it's metal, then you can use other types of glue. Some glues work better with ribbons than others. Now, I don't, on something like this, I probably would not use my art glitter glue because I think it would seep through too much. All right. I'm just going to trim this off a little bit here. There we go. Be fine. And then put a little dab right under. I'm going to put it right back here on this part of this ribbon. There we go. All right. Perfect. All right. And that gives you that nice decor around the edge, and it comes up to the beads. There, like that. Looks kind of cute. All right. So now let's get our back on there. And if you want, you can use chipboard or something else. I'm just going to use this paper. I'm going to use decorative cardstock. Let me see if I've got a piece of this decorative cardstock. I'm sure I do. I have lots of stuff like that laying around here. Let me see if I've got a little piece handy though. Wouldn't that be cute? Yeah. Something like that maybe would look cute, except for it's red. If I had teal, that would be even nicer, wouldn't it? Let me see here. Oh yeah, I have some scraps of Christmas paper here, so let's go ahead and use this. This is just a scrap piece of Christmas paper. So let me go ahead and sit this down there. Here, I'll do it on the back side. And then I'm just going to draw around it. It would be perfect because we'll trim it back down, okay? I'm just going to cut that out. And that'll be a nice finished look for the back. Now you can make these with, say, pick up some of those small wooden letters and use it for initials for people's names or whatever, and put that on the back. All right, so I'm going to put some more glue in here, and then I'm going to set that down on there to press it into. All right, so I'm just going to kind of hold that in place. I'm going to get another mound of glue here. Okay, maybe a little bit in the center here. There we go. And we're going to set that on there. Do a little tap, tap, tap. And the colors don't match perfect, but there is some of that tealy color in the, and I'm going to actually flip this so the hot glue runs back down onto it, and I'm going to press like this on there. Sorry if I'm getting out of frame. I have been having so much trouble with my camera lately, and it is not that old. I don't know what I did, if I messed up some of the settings or something, but I don't know. But it just has not been working how I'd like it to. It worked fine for a long time, and now it's just giving me a little trouble. Well, that's kind of setting up there a minute. Move all this stuff here. All right. Let that dry. I don't want to start cutting that if it's not dry yet, but maybe I can just trim it a little bit. It's not too bad. It's pretty good along the edge there. Bunch of peeling off. There we go. And that makes it nice and easy because then you don't have to have it exact. Your hanger is hidden inside, perfectly functional. You got your snowman in there. You've got some little shaker stuff, and I think it is so cute. Look at that. Yeah. You can put it, you don't have to do layers if you don't want to. You don't have to do a shaker if you don't want to. Grab some of your favorite stickers, and you can even just pop the stickers up on Pop Dots and do that. And there's our back. I will sign my name and the year. Yeah, there you are. So that is it for week number 29 of my 52 weeks of Christmas. I really do appreciate you dropping in, and I hope you follow along and maybe create some of your own. These projects are fun, and also you end up with something after you're done. So, and if you can give them as gifts or whatever. So I hope you consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. If you do, I'd appreciate if you hit that bell so you can be notified each time I put up a new video. And thumbs up are always appreciated. So until the next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.